Tyler throws himself at Garrett. He tries to take the gun from him, but Garrett throws him away. Dave comforts the corporal. At this moment, a centipede-like monster rushes out of the wall at Stella. Ted rips it off his wife's neck and pours salt on it. Dave grabs a gun from Garrett and shoots it. They tie up Garrett, try to stop Stella's blood. Then Dave sees help come for the monsters, a huge bull. He understands that they are doomed. They need to get out of the bunker. The bull is trying to kick down the doors. Ted doesn't want to go out. He says his wife won't survive outside. But Stella asks him to go with everyone. There is an underground passage under the bunker. It leads to the mountains. Garrett persuades him to take him with him. He has a car with a full tank and he can take everyone to the gate. There are bunkers and the creatures came out of there. They will not come back. They do not believe him, but he insists. He was just trying to survive and now it is beneficial for him to help them. They decide to go. Get us there and we'll forget about everything, Dave promises Garrett. They arm themselves. Ted has a whole arsenal of weapons. The bull breaks down the doors more and more insistently, but they manage to run out into the tunnel. They go to the car. Stella becomes ill. Dave and Laura begin to argue. She chides him that they could be in the shelter now. Tyler then spots a monster on the side of the road. It's dead. Maddie approaches it. Here, long tentacles of the monster protrude from a hole in the ground and twist around her legs, trying to drag her away. Maddie screams wildly. Tyler and Dave rescue her. Garrett offers his help and Dave cuts the ropes on his hands. They go to the top of the mountain. They see a devastated and burning city. They go down to the car, but it won't start. Monsters appear on top of the mountain and rush straight towards them. Garrett tries to start the engine, while Stella looks at the crowd of monsters, then at the gun in her husband's hands. She draws her gun, gets out of the car. Ted begs her to hand over the gun. But Stella turns away and goes to the monsters. She understands that she is doomed. Ted calls her, crying, but Dave stuffs him into the car. At the last moment, they manage to leave. Crowds of monsters rush after them. On the way, they pick up a radio signal. They report that almost all the shelters could not withstand the onslaught and were ruined. Laura puts her hand on Dave's shoulder as he strokes her. They come to the gate. It's empty, but the doors are open. Garrett says the hideout is in the basement. They're heading there, but the power needs to be restored. Garrett and Dave decide to do it. The others go to look for the first aid post. Ted has a wound in his back. Dave restores electricity. Garrett says that the gate was prepared for a second invasion. Tons of salt were pumped into them, but the well was too deep. They go to the others and then they hear the roar of monsters and see a bloodied corpse.